All right, Coach. Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 26-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Watch out, watch out.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Check out
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Yellow. Mike 29. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They're not ready for this. They still
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
6-man. Check girls. Undercross.
Mariota gives to Henry. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Slam.
Where are they, team? 3.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Darren Lee picks it, and he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike, check, 59. Oh, you got D? 15. 59, come on, Chandler. Touchdown, defense. Mike's 59.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Mahomes now on first down. Man open left side. It's Williams. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes got his man. That's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Mahomes now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Don't get nervous. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
On first down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Good job.
Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 3. Check 3.
One.
Mariota hands to Henry. And some room to roam now. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And we were down in the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. Smith catches left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And this is no good as well. He's missed twice now, and that's the difference in this ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes buying time to his left. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Yellow, I go on, Eddie!
Not, sweetheart!
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
44's to Mike. 44's to Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
55.
Derrick Henry. Chris Jones on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mariota now. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. 4th and 10 The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's got room. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Sponge! Sponge!
One.
Mariota going to give to Lewis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Back at his own 49.
Mike Fopo. Here we go.
One.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Yellow. Go on, 80. 15.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Attack.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Hey, Ridley. You gotta go.
Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter.
It's just me and you. Echo. 44 to Mike. 44 to
Mariota now to throw on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darren Lee picks it.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, Throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 23. But escapes the sack. Powerful running. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Titans go. It's Mariota. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
54. Mike 54. All day, every day. Any day.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first. Down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Chiefs 39-yard line.
Mariota to throw it. And caught by Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing is Mariota. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one?
I put a star. I put a star. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
At the 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, that's scared. Hey, check Mike 50.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Elsewhere, a fourth quarter score now from Tampa. And it's the Bucs who have scored again to open up that lead. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7.
Yellow. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Break yellow. 180. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me.
To throw is Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Mike, check.
Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Kansas City, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee,